So were the Uvalde police right to hang back and then hold back those hysterical parents, or was crowd control not priority one that day? I'm joined by someone who knows all about multi-agency operations, assessing responses both before and after the ops are completed. Bob Baer is a former CIA officer and the author of the brand new book, The Fourth Man. He's also a frequent law enforcement analyst. Bob, it's good to see you. I just want you to comment on that question. I mean, there are gapes of time in the timeline, especially that 10 minutes outside when the 911 call comes in, and that shooter is outside on the school property shooting for 10 minutes before he even comes into the school, and 80 minutes before finally he's shot dead. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I would divide the two. And one, the police should have responded much quicker because he was out in the street shooting. Once he got into the classroom, it becomes a different situation, especially when he's firing at the police. The police are not trained to do an assault. They're not equipped to do an assault. They're instructed to wait for the SWAT team, which clearly would have been too late. For a cop to go in and take on an active shooter with an assault rifle, it takes months of training every year in a kill house. He's got to come in with explosives, flashbang grenades, and all the rest of it. They're just not equipped to do it. They're traditionally told to hold fast and wait until the guys that know what they're doing come in. That's the problem.
So there's another issue that I thought was very unique in this particular story. And we cover so many of these school shootings. There's always some detail that's different and troubling in each one. I want to just read for you what a law enforcement source said. Law enforcement officials familiar with the investigation said that the Border Patrol agents had trouble breaching that classroom door and had to get a staff member to open the room with a key. That stood out to me because I thought, why on earth would anybody need a key at this point with all the heavy weaponry they have? But then I realized all these years of school shootings, we've been fortifying doors to keep shooters out with heavy weaponry. Is this possibly why this might have been an issue?
Yes, it's an issue, but I mean, a breacher, an assaulter would be able to open that door very quickly, and they didn't have the equipment. I mean, sometimes you can do it with a 12-gauge shotgun and a slug, blow the lock out and get in. Apparently they weren't prepared for that. And these schools at the end of the day should be completely locked down. There should be no back entrances. There should be in the front entrance, should be controlled by a guard, airlocks. The United States government has facilities all over the world that uses the security system, but a school like this, a small school, simply doesn't have it. It's an easy, soft target, and you could have put one, cop in there with a sidearm, and this still wouldn't have stopped this kid. He would have shot and killed him and then moved to the classroom. If they're going to be assault weapons, you can buy them at 18, and they're all over this country, then you have to prepare the police to act like a military force. It's very unfortunate, but if there are guns everywhere, you have no choice.
They need bigger guns. The police need bigger guns. I want to put up two images, Bob, and there's a reason I want to show this to you. I was at Sandy Hook 10 years ago, and I remember it wasn't long after those 26 people, 20 of them children, were killed, that little white crosses went up at Sandy Hook. There they are on the right. And look what's happened on the left. It is the identical situation and almost the identical scene. We have 21 crosses outside of Robb Elementary, and we have 26 crosses that went up in Newtown, Connecticut. And the reason I put those two images side by side, Bob, is because I wonder every time something like this happens, I am assuming that the post-operation is a learning opportunity. What can we know now that we won't let this happen again? I thought that happened 10 years ago, and here we are. But what do you think we're going to learn from this to, God forbid, hope that it's not going to happen again, or at least not for another 10 years?
We have to come to terms with the fact that we have a sickness in this society about guns, and I'm not talking about ownership, about people that fantasize about them and don't understand them, and they're everywhere. And I don't know if you could ever fortify these schools. The whole idea that we should turn these schools into fortresses is just unacceptable. Whether you can catch these people on Facebook before they actually move to the act, I don't know. Maybe you can. It's mental health, drawing all the guns. We have to stop this because I don't see this stopping at this point. I foresee many more tragic assaults like this.
It's just a sad reality, whether it's guns, whether it's culture war, wherever you weigh in on the gun debate. This is just horrible for everyone to process. Bob Baer, thank you. Your new book is out now. It's The Fourth Man. There it is. Bob knows a lot. Bob has been everywhere, and this is great reading. So, Bob, thank you for this. Really appreciate it. And I hope to see you again sometime under better circumstances. Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.